Ta-da! All right, the Amazon special, $100. Let's see how they go. So they're on. They fit great. They're a little loose because I'm gonna have to explain a couple things. For one, I'm gonna put the link of these exact ones in the description below because normally they're about 130, 140, something like that on Amazon. But these exact ones that I bought were $100. I don't know if it was a special or a different manufacturer copied these from China. I don't know, but I'll put it down there and hopefully they're still only $100. But one of the, it wasn't really an issue, but it wouldn't fit with it, is because the holes of these are like almost double the size of the actual pins that go for this Scout. So it came with like a metal sleeve that you put inside of here, and it came with these rubber grommets for like spacers, and they're way too thick. They're like probably double the thickness of what they should be. So I just, instead of trying to like trim them or get different ones, I just put them on there without the grommet. So it's a little loose, but I'm gonna get new ones and put the correct thickness ones in there. But that was one of the only issues I found. But they do fit. They work great. They only, they don't go up all the way, which, they're floorboards. I'm not too worried about it. So I know a lot of motorcycles like my the 1200 that I traded in, for the pins, for like the cotter pins, they had the horseshoe clamps, and the Scout, at least my 2021 Bobber, doesn't have those. It has like this spring retention thing. I don't know what you call it. I'm just gonna call it a spring. Because you have the ridge right there, if my phone will focus, probably not, but right there, there's a ridge. There you go. And then the retention spring goes inside that. And what I recommend, or how I did it, I should say, I got a razor blade and I stuck it to the edge of the spring, and then I grabbed it enough. I held it, the spring down with like a, I think I had like a little pair of pliers, and then I grabbed it, lifted it out of the little ridge, and then I was able to go around it and scrape the spring from the ridge, and eventually I was able to use my fingers and take it off, holding it, and then the spring came off, did no damage to it, took the pin out, took the peg out, put the floorboard in, put the new peg in, and then basically did the opposite, and I just fingered the spring back on. I know, that's what she said. But yeah, that's the only thing is these, I mean, you could probably compress these down so it would fit in there, but I didn't have that kind of patience to deal with that. So same with the other side, same thing, had the spring, same ordeal. But one thing I will say, at least for me, I had to adjust my my shifter. It was way too low and I couldn't get my foot underneath it to shift up. So if you don't know how to do this, it's very simple. You have a nut here and a nut here. You loosen them, and then you could twist this bar one way or the other way to raise or lower your shift. And then once you have it to the adequate height, then you just tighten that bolt and tighten that bolt back, and then that's it. So you got the correct height, and they work pretty good. They don't go up all the way, but like I said, their floorboards are meant to be big. But yeah, no, they work great. Yeah, I have no issues with them. They do come with the little, I don't know what the term for them are, the scrapers, I guess. So if you're, leaning, that scrapes before the board scrapes, so you're not ruining any paint. But I think that is all really on the review. They're very comfortable. I already rode on them a bunch of times. and I love them. I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, let me know.